Hi, I'm Amanda with Amanda Energy, and this is one of the quick tips that I want to use to help you get yoga and body mechanics, body awareness into your everyday life for greater comfort, ease, and flexibility as you go about your day. So today I want to talk about having a tight chest or feeling like the back of your heart, that rib cage is always rounded or connected. You always want to stretch, but you never quite know how to get into it. I've got a few different ways to really open up through the chest. Some seem really obvious and some are a little trickier. So let's start with the absolute basic, which is countering with a back bend. The challenge is most of our life is in front of us. And so we spend our time reaching forward and typing forward and bending to pick up children or objects. And we end up with this natural curve of the upper back over curving and feeling tight and sore. And we want to stretch it out. But usually when we stretch it out, we only get up to a straight back instead of a real good back bend. So my first suggestion is to use a chair, preferably one without arms, with a bit of a high back. You can simply lean against it, spine against it, back of the couch can work too, and do maybe T position arms, reaching them out, and have that little support behind you as you open through the chest. If you don't have a chair like that available, you can do it on a different type of chair just by sitting on the very edge. Hands can start on the knees as you lift, and then I suggest bringing arms back. We don't bring our arms back in life that much. Your choice if you like palms facing each other, which is a little easier, or if you want palms facing away, which then targets the inner arm and upper chest as well, or that connection point between front of shoulder. Remember, once you do that, to bring it back in, maybe do a couple shoulder circles, soften it out. Nice and easy. Another tip or suggestion I have is to help loosen up the pectoral muscles that sometimes contribute to that shortening of the front chest. Use your little pincher hand, get a hold of that flesh right around the armpit. You can get up and personal with yourself. Give it a gentle pinch, and we'll just do some big circles with the elbow. Good. You might feel something pop or move. You can always readjust the exact placement of that thumb if you find a spot that feels really good to have that pressure. And then make sure you do the other side. Again, a pinch, a couple circles, loosen it up. Nicely done. All right, let it go. The next option is to do some cow-cat, which is a classic, often used little pose. Coming onto hands and knees on any surface. Knees have a little space between them, hands are wider than the chest, and just find that arc and the rounding. So we think of this as being the stretchy Halloween cat, and this arcing as being the happy cow that's kind of sagging around. The difference is you could do it with a sag and a press, but if you engage the muscles by pulling back through arms, broadening the collarbones, you start to bring blood flow and awareness into the heart as well. Very good. Final tip for you today is using a prop for a passive back bend. So I have a pillow here because that's super easy. You can also use a blanket and you can fold it to different heights depending on what your heart needs. So feel free to play with that. This one is as easy as it sounds. You find the pillow or blanket on the earth. Start with bent knees as you lay the body onto the pillow. If you can get the shoulders off the edge of the pillow, that really does help. Arms can be in a W position or a big T position. And then you can choose if you like knees bent, maybe folding together, or knees straight. But even holding here for about 6 breaths, which takes you less than a minute, can make a huge difference to opening up the airflow, opening up the chest, and curving your spine in the opposite direction of where we keep it for most of the day. This is a little energizing pose as well. So if you want to do this when you're having a little crash in the mid-afternoon, just take a minute, a few deep breaths here. It should help spark a little bit of energy for you. Now to come out of this pose, don't force yourself straight up. That's a little tough on the body. Turn to one side, use your hands against the earth, and walk up to a seat or a stand. All right. Thank you so much for watching. That's been a quick tip, and I hope you have a great day.